Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of a great forest, there lived a wise old owl. The owl made her home in a hollow tree, high above the ground, where she could watch over the forest and its creatures. She was known as the wisest animal in the woods, and animals would often seek her advice. Not far from the owl's tree, a family of little mice lived in a cozy burrow beneath the roots. The mice were playful and curious, but they were also quite careless. They often wandered too far from home, ignoring the dangers of the forest. One day, the old owl noticed the little mice scampering around near an open clearing where a fox had been seen earlier. She hooted loudly to get their attention. "Little mice, come here at once!" "Auntie, Ike see," she called from her perch. Startled, the mice ran to the base of the tree and looked up. "What is it, wise owl?" squeaked the eldest mouse. The owl looked down kindly and said, "I have watched you for many days now, and I am worried about your safety. You must learn to be more careful, for this forest holds many dangers." "But we are just playing," said one of the younger mice, shrugging. "Nothing bad will happen." The owl ruffled her feathers and replied, "Listen carefully, little ones. The forest is full of creatures who would love to catch you, like the sly fox, the hungry snake, or the quick hawk. If you do not learn how to protect yourselves, you may not always be so lucky." The little mice looked at each other, realizing the seriousness in the owl's voice. "What should we do, wise owl?" asked the eldest mouse. The owl nodded and said, "I will teach you 3 important lessons to keep you safe. Lesson 1. Be watchful. Always look around you and pay attention to the smallest sounds," the owl said. "Use your ears to listen for rustling leaves, snapping twigs, or flapping wings. Danger often announces itself if you are alert enough to hear it." The mice practiced being quiet and listening. They learned to hear the faintest sounds of footsteps and wings, becoming aware of even the smallest changes in their surroundings. Lesson 2. Stay together. Never wander off alone, the owl continued. There is strength in numbers. When you stay together, you can look out for one another and warn each other of danger. The mice began to explore the forest as a group, always keeping close. If one mouse spotted trouble, they would squeak loudly, and the others would scatter to safety. Lesson 3. Hide wisely. When danger comes, you must know how to hide, said the owl. Find safe places, under rocks, inside holes, or beneath thick bushes where predators cannot see you. The mice practiced hiding in small spaces. They found clever spots under tree roots, behind large leaves, and inside logs where no predator could find them. Soon, the little mice became much wiser. They no longer wandered carelessly into the forest, and they learned to listen, stay together, and hide when needed. One afternoon, the fox returned to the clearing, hoping to catch an easy meal. He crept silently toward the mice's burrow. But the eldest mouse heard the faint rustling of the fox's paws. "Danger!" he squeaked. At once, the mice scattered and hid in their practiced hiding spots. The fox searched and sniffed, but no mice could be found. Frustrated, he gave up and left. From high above, the wise owl watched proudly. That evening, the mice climbed to the base of her tree and called up, "Thank you, wise owl. Your lessons saved us." The owl hooted softly in reply, "Remember, little ones, wisdom and caution will always keep you safe." From that day forward, the little mice were no longer careless. They lived happily and safely in the forest, always remembering the wise words of their dear friend, the owl. Moral of the story: wisdom, caution, and teamwork help us face challenges and keep us safe.